Welcome back to Mackay, and there is drama already for the good guys before race 2.
Yep, they've left the wharf and one engine's failed to start.
Well, they almost came to grief on the rocks there. You saw them getting towed out of danger before the race start. They will not be able to back up like they did in race 1. Mustang, though, is back on the water. It'll be a battle royale between the big boats, Maritimo and Mustang.
Yeah, it looks like Mustang's hanging on to a rooster tail a little long. There could be a trim problem going on there.
Yeah, not good for the reigning Australian champions. Maritimo, though, you've got to be happy with the way they're performing.
Oh, yeah, she's the old Mother Goose, and she's done several tour duties in Europe and been third in the world a couple of times, so she's a good boat.
Pete, I'm interrupting you there. Looks like we've got a problem with Quasi. They did cross the start line, though, so they do qualify for points.
Yeah, I think they've got an engine problem, so they've just got it across the line.
Well, it doesn't look like that's the case for Australian Vehicle Wholesale. They don't cross the start line. They don't qualify for points. Now, this is the Super Cat 1000s. This has really opened up now. The good guys are out of the race. This is global racing. They have a chance to go better than their second from race 2. Now, what are we looking at here? This is Quasi 2. They were in trouble.
Yeah, obviously a major problem.
They'll have to get towed back. Again, the problems aren't restricted to just them. The conditions out here are intense. Probably the worst we've seen so far of the series. Now, Hog's Breath, great battle here with FGI in the 400 class. But Mustang just continue to struggle, though, Pete.
Oh, yeah, you can see how high the bow is. Their drives are right up high. They can't level the boat out. They're just trying to do the best they can. Visibility would be very difficult like that as well.
Yeah, they've got plenty of ground to make up, the defending champions. Look at Maritimo. It is absolutely flying out there. The power, the precision, and plenty of air as well.
Yeah, look, they're just loving it in there, I bet.
Doesn't look like they're loving it. It looks like they're doing it quite tough. We can say that from the safety of shore here. Great to see the good guys back out there after their earlier problem, although, Pete, they just don't look 100% still.
No, well, when the engine didn't start, they just touched the rock, and I think it's unnerved them a little bit, and they might be sort of thinking that there's something wrong with the boat, so...
Well, I'll tell you what, this is BBC Digital now, one of the smaller boats out there, but they've got a lot of power behind them.
Yeah, it's probably more based for the calm water, but they're doing very well today.
Yeah, they are powered by the same size engines as the class up. Now, speaking of class, Mustang, they were the defending champions, but geez, they are doing it tough here in Mackay. A lot of ground to make up on your boys in Maritimo.
Yeah, it's just a small technical problem with the trim, but it's when it's locked up like that, very hard to keep the boat steady and flat and run nicely across the top of the water.
What type of speeds would they be running at then if they have this trim problem and in these conditions?
They'd be doing 80 mile an hour. They'd be really pushing it hard to try and manage that.
Yeah, speaking of pushing hard, our winners from race 1 here in Mackay, the hometown boys, the Fryer boys. Can they cook up another win? The good guys, they are doing it tough. The confidence, as you said, not up there.
No, you can see in their faces that they haven't got the evil eyes.
Well, SUV Dodge Ram will be eyeing off a better than third placing as they did in round 1, but they are out chasing BBC Digital in this class. It is the 600 class, but everyone is trying to hunt down Maritimo.
Yeah, well, there's Global. She's going quite well today. It's got a new set of drives on it.
Oh, well, you mentioned the good guys earlier and their confidence problem, but it is absolutely shot now. They are coming back into dock. They've had a perfect start to the series so far, but that is gone. Leaves the door open for Team 3. Made by victory, or is it made for victory?
Yeah, I think it could be made for victory.
Although they are doing it tough here with Maritimo lapping them, but that is to be expected in these conditions.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Boat length means a lot today.
Yeah, as you can see, the Civic video entry there doing it tough. Maritimo, though,
yeah,
doing it easy.
Just balanced out nice, just running across the top, using the wind.
Yeah, picture postcard stuff here in North Queensland, Mackay. It is round 2 of the Australian Superboat Championship, and Maritimo, they have had a clean sweep so far of the series. Mustang is their biggest rival, but the defending champs have been struggling. Can they put some ground on Maritimo? They seem to be getting just a little bit back into shape there, Muddy.
Yeah, it's just a matter of trying to make do with what you've got and get the things home.
Wow, speaking of getting home, it is tough going out there. Conditions extremely rough. The wind from the southeast is coming in at about 60 k's an hour, around about 30 knots. But FGI, a couple of farmers from St George in outback Queensland doing okay.
Yeah, a bit of character's all right.
Well, it seems that the chickens have come home to roost for the farmers. They have crossed the line first in the 400s and the 600s. It is BBC Digital. What a race from them. But what a race we have up front.
Yeah, well, here's a bit of brotherly love.
Well, Mustang, as we said, have been doing it tough. Maritimo look like they're about to lap them. This is going to be pretty demoralising for the defending champions.
Yeah, I think they won't be too happy, but I'm telling you what, the guys on the outside will be.
Well, hang on, they are holding on for grim death here. Maritimo, they are pushing, they are pounding, they are flying. Will they make it in time? The finish line coming up. Oh, yes, they have. They've lapped them. What a win from Maritimo. They make it 3 from 3 in the series.
It's a great start to the season. We couldn't be happier. But like any race, it's you know, Mother Nature can throw out anything at you. We're just thankful we've got 3 out of 3, and it puts us in good stead for the future.
This is a new boat for us. We screwed it together in 3 weeks with a lot of help from a lot of our mates and that were all sort of working for nothing. So yeah, we are really delighted here. I think the placings speak for itself. I don't think we can do much better than that apart from win Class 1, and maybe that's next, who knows.
Yeah, the first one we had to go and just check conditions out and sort of see what was going on. And anyway, we got going in the second race and it all went pretty good, pretty rough, so you know, it worked out all right. So.
Yeah, we had a great run. The boat's going really well, and for Scotty's first real race, it's been great. He did a really good job.
Yeah, we're just looking forward to next weekend and hope we can do a bit better with the conditions, so a bit more flatter water will suit this boat. So yeah, we're looking forward to next weekend and we're glad to get some points on the board.
Let's check in with the WHF leaderboards. Maritimo making it a clean sweep. They lapped Mustang, who finally actually finished a race, round 2 here in Mackay. The Supercat 1000, Team 3 getting home over Global Racing. The Good Guys and Australian Vehicle Wholesale DNFs in the Supercat 1000 class. Now, the rough conditions really played their part in the 600s. BBC Digital awarded the win only after SUV Dodge Ram incurred a 15-minute penalty for missing the same buoy every lap. That's how rough it was out there. No such problems for FGI in the 400s. They beat home Hog's Breath, and it's about time to take maximum points. Speaking of those points, let's have a look. Maritimo, they are leading the way. Why wouldn't they? Clean sweeping, 2,025 points. Mustang, well, they've got a lot of work to do. Almost, well, just under 1,000 points behind. Team 3 and Global Racing locked up. Yes, big thank you to Mackay for hosting us here. A big thank you to my co-commentator, Peter Muddy McGrath. And a big thank you to you for joining us here, round 2 of the Australian Superboat Championship. We're heading to Townsville. Hopefully, conditions are a little bit easier on teams, crews and support boats. It's been a blast, Mackay. Thank you for all your Superboat action. Head to superboat.com.au. And remember, if you like it rough, try it offshore.